Good morning, everybody. It's the boss lady here coming to you from my bedroom. I am getting ready to go with Boss Man. We got to run a couple errands for Miss Peanut. I haven't posted in a while, haven't recorded in a while outside of the shenanigans that went on this weekend with the weather. If you follow my community page or me on Instagram, Facebook, you know that we were hit with a tornado and we did sustain damage to Miss Peanut's car. So I will also insert the pictures in this video. How am I feeling otherwise? Because I didn't get sufficient rest and was out in the rain and all the shenanigans and things, I'm still exhausted. So this is what, day 2 after the tornado. Our basement did flood, so dealing with that. But other than that, I'm feeling okay, just exhausted. Pain is very minimal. So this is like post-op day 12 for me. And I'm doing all right. So I go to post-op. My post-op visit is this Thursday with my doctor, and she should be clearing me to drive, hopefully. But other than that, I'm doing okay. Haven't been taking pain meds maybe once or twice a day now, as opposed to every so many hours. So doing really good. But I did want to start this video right now before we get ready to head out. And I will pick it back up when I can. I forgot some more things I want to update in this video. I've been, before the whole tornado situation, I was feeling really good. Saturday, Boss Man and I, we went to do some window shopping. Now, granted, we could have just window shopped online, but I want to go in person, open doors and things. And so we are looking to upgrade some things in the kitchen, as well as, you guys know, we still haven't purchased our washer and dryer. We're still not ready to purchase just yet, but I want to get a feel for pricing. I found a store where if I spend like $2,800, I could get washer, dryer, stove, and fridge. And then we went to Menards, not Home Depot. We went to Menards and Lowe's. And yeah, so we've been doing a lot of just like window shopping and things and looking at different items that we want to see. Also, even though I hadn't been recording, I was taking pictures of different things. So I'll insert those as well. Like things that we saw, we were driving down the street and I saw a Woody and Buzz Lightyear on the back of a Jeep. We thought that was hilarious. I also saw a guy with fake wings riding a bicycle. So I'm gonna insert all those different things. I just thought it was like hilarious or whatever. But yes, I'm gonna also insert those items in this video. Isn't this cute, Woody and Buzz Lightyear? Boss Man and I found a new food place. It was called Sandwich King. We also had some Popeyes one day, one of them days last week. Why? The calm before the storm. Look at that cloud. Oh my goodness. It's like now you can't see it, the trees. This is literally the aftermath, literally like 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes after everything had kind of slowed down. That's Miss Peanut's car. Totally devastated. Here is the daylight hours. You can see my neighbor's car covered the tree again out of their yard. Just, oh my goodness. This is just devastation at its finest, I guess. All the way across the street. Damage to my neighbor across the street, too. That's my house. That's their tree. And this is my neighbor's car that was covered. Oh my goodness. This is just crazy. Here is damage, more damage to Miss Peanut's car. Just, this is the hood that you're seeing there. Different areas that's marked in blue. That just shows that there was damage there. Damage there. Oh my gosh, I just cannot believe this. More damage to the hood. The hood, as well as the windshield, took the brunt. That whole light had to be taped up because it has to be replaced. My baby's car. Gotta replace this because the screws is messed up. Her hood is all dented. Yeah, especially when he pulled it from underneath the tree. So we'll definitely gotta get a new hood. The emblems are broke. This is broke. Windshield covered. Hey everybody, we're in the car. It took us almost an hour to get here. I'm gonna show you a little bit of where we're at, but let me tell you something. So your girl know where she lives, where she's from, everything, right? So this whole recovery journey of mine, every time I get dressed and go outside, I have on something that's either Black History, Juneteenth related. So my t-shirt I have on today is a Target shirt. I think it says Black, Beautiful, Proud, right? So this is like from, I don't know, a couple years ago. Anyway, we're on our way out here and I'm just looking and looking and looking and looking and, you know, I can't wait till these braids down. But anyway, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, we out in the country. But we're in the country in Minnesota. We're not down south and all the things. Baby, let me tell you. You could have heard a pin drop. Do you hear me? When I tell you we walked in this place and I was like, oh, like I instantly got uncomfortable. Like I said, we're almost an hour away from home and the prejudice is real. Like there was what, 1, 2, 3, 4 men in there and a lady. And so, you know, my husband's standing there because he's like, okay, who's the worker? And, oh, you need to go to the counter. So we're like, okay. So my husband go over to the counter. And I don't know where the lady came from, but there was a lady behind the counter that helped my husband. But he had to sit there for a minute. And so I'm standing there and I'm like between the people and the door. Like I didn't even, normally when I go places with my husband, I'm always, you know, right by his side. Baby, listen, a girl was like, I'm about to go to the car. You know, my husband goes to junkyards and stuff all the time. That's where we're at. We're at a junkyard to get some parts and stuff from his parents' car. But honey, listen, this junkyard he has never been to. And yeah, prejudice, racist, all day long. So mind you, once again, I have on my Black, Beautiful, Proud shirt. How about once I got up in there and, you know, and I have my wallet with me, this wallet here, I had my wallet like over my chest. So you couldn't see the black. You only could see the Beautiful, Proud. I was like, yeah, I'm look, still black and proud, but I'm like, I'm trying to get home and be alive. So I'm going to show you, I can't show you everything because I'm in the car, but I can just show you bits and clips. So let me just flip so let me get my pillow out the way. This is what the building looks like, right? And it's just a junkyard. Like, you know, it has stuff over there, you know, whatever. There's stuff all over here. There's people's cars, but like there's these rims, like tire rims right there. You know, I saw a big old thing of tires as we were coming in. And then there's like cars among cars way back. Let me see if I can zoom in. Way back over there. you know, so they had to send a person out to go get the part that we came here for. But, child, a sister ready to get back to the city. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, you know, and then I started thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, no, this particular countryside that we're in, not for me. Whew. I got the windows up. They had a cat in there, kind of looked like Pepper. That cat got the meow. The cat was on, first of all, the cat food and water was on top of the microwave. The cat was on top of the microwave. And so the cat sees me and the cat starts meowing. And I was like, oh, heck no. I don't know. This cat about to attack me or what. Baby. Nope. And then the cat went outside and the cat walking around the grounds. And listen, I'm out. I told boss man, I said, I will just, because one of the parts he's getting, I'm paying for it. And I was like, I'll just send you the money. You can pay for it yourself. And left it at that. Child, no. Whew. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey everybody, I'm back at home now. My husband said I overreacted. He said that's how it is at all junkyards or whatever. Whatever. He said they're just a bunch of hillbillies. I was like, I said I know racism when I see it, and I was uncomfortable and I was ready to go. So, and I had to use bathroom. I would not allow him to stop until we got to an area I was more comfortable with. So we probably about maybe 25 minutes from home. And then I said, okay, you know, I know this area. You can stop and use the bathroom. Anyway, I just called the city. And the city said, there's no boulevard tree at this particular address. I said, I know that. That tree came out of that person's yard. So, let me rewind. They came to, the owner of the house came and brought some friends. They cut the tree off the neighbor's car and moved the debris from in the middle of the road to the sides of the road. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. By them doing that, part of there's some big branches that's in my parking space. You know, I have handicap parking, as well as they're covering, you know, almost the front of a person's house across the street, so they can't park. So I woke up this morning, the debris is still out there. I'm like, when's the city coming? At the time of them making the call yesterday, I didn't know that what was said. I could hear him on the phone, but I didn't know what was really said. And he did not tell them that it was a boulevard tree. So when I called today, they, you know, I gave them the address and they said, well, ma'am, there's no tree at that address. And I said, the tree fell out of, I got my door open. So I keep looking to see if it's the city. I said, the tree fell out of his yard. There is not a boulevard tree there. And they said, oh, well, then it's the homeowner's responsibility to remove the debris, not the city. I said, okay. I said, well, there are some branches that's in my parking space. And I don't feel comfortable parking my vehicle because, I mean, it's like, you know, at least about that round. And I don't want, you know, no one to move it and it hit the front end of my truck or, you know what I mean? So I said, as well as my neighbor across street can't park in front of his home because there's debris in front of his home. So she said she was going to update the people. She didn't know when they were coming because there's so many who have to have trees removed and blah, blah, blah. So I went next door to try to talk to the tenant. Now, the tenant's home, her friend is there because her friend was over there yesterday. I know their truck. I rang doorbell, no answer. I said, for real? Okay. Because I was going to let her know you need to contact your landlord because he's responsible to remove all this debris. As well as she needs to get her car towed. Like, are you serious? So I'm going to take you guys outside so you can see what it looks like outside now. So I'm going to zoom in so you're able to see. But okay, so you see that pole right there, right there. That's the front of my pole. This is my other pole, right? So this is where my car should be able to park. You see those branches there? That's in my parking space. There's no way I'm pulling my truck into that. But all this out here, yeah, ridiculous. Okay, so apparently my neighbor wasn't home because she was just here. That's why I paused the video to let her know to contact her landlord. But anyway, so look at from that end, there's her vehicle, all the way there, there's debris. And it needs to be removed. We're gonna walk down to my parking space. Boss man went to take Peanut to work, so I'm home alone. I gotta move around anyway because I got trapped gas in my chest cavity. So, whew, but yeah, so here's my handicap. I'm gonna pull out. Here's my handicap parking. And then you can see, I'm gonna show you the size of these branches. Let's see. So you see there's the pole, and then you see the branches. And normally when I pull in my truck, my front end sits right here. Yep. Yeah, my front end normally sits about right here. Because I normally pull up to the front of the, to the pole. But yeah, so all this is still out here. Hotmess.com. So we'll see what happens. I'll walk back to the house. Whew. I gotta go take my medicine in a minute. Whew. And please forgive my yard. My husband has been doing yard work. It's been raining. It rained again last night, so he's not able to cut the grass until it's a little bit more drier. I need a new mat. Whew. Okay, anyway, so I'm back. But yeah, so I talked to her, and I guess she's friends with the guy, her landlord, talking about, oh, he's my friend, da da da. Whatever. Whew, how am I feeling? I got some trapped gas. I gotta go take my medicine. But anyway, so I let her know she's gonna contact the guy. But I'm like, y'all need to move that stuff, like for real, so I can park back in front of the house. So yes, I'm gonna end it here, and I will probably pick you guys up tomorrow. But right now, I might even drink some tea because I was telling Boss Man I feel like every time I take a deep breath, it hurts. So I'm gonna go take my gas X and then call it a day. But thanks for watching my aftermath of the tornado and things. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, everybody.